Hey, oh, what is that smell?
What? What smell? I think it smells really good.
Oh, I don't know. It's like a mixture of dirt and grass, and I don't even know what else. Oh,
You're talking about my new deodorant, Essence of Man.
oh, no way can you smell like that today while we film.
What?
That's just, you need to get clean.
But I am clean.
Great that you think that, but you know what? Not cool. I have a solution.
What? What is that stuff? Hey, what are you going to do with that? What? No! Ah! No! No, my Essence of Man!
So much better.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another amazing week of Trinity Kids.
Whew, am I ever excited about what we have in store today.
What now?
Oh, so much better.
Oh.
Thank you.
But for the record, I was clean before, but now I'm extra clean.
Well, I'm glad because you know what? That was tough to be around you.
Yeah, but you want to know what is you always want around?
Actually, what?
Our Trinity Kids values, of course. We're going to go through them right now. First, love Jesus because God is love and loved us first.
Second, love others because God loves all people.
And third, change the world because it's not only about us.
And fourth, have fun because God gives us joy.
Now, those are some good, clean values. Get it?
Gosh, really? Really you just did that?
Okay, fine. I promise I won't do it again.
Are you sure? Do you really promise?
Yes, I absolutely promise that I will not do it again.
All right, good. Because wait a minute. Isn't this the week that it's all about building our lives on God's promises?
Oh, wait. I almost totally forgot. You're right.
Well, where do we even begin?
Well, I'm pretty sure that we begin at the bottom of a mountain. So today's story catches up with the Israelites as they're camped at the bottom of the mountain after wandering for 3 months.
Oh, that's kind of like us, except we aren't on a mountain. And we didn't wander around the desert.
Very true, but when they got there, Moses went up to the top of the mountain to talk with God.
Huh. That must have been quite the hike. Well, what did God say?
God said that this is what you are to say to the people of Israel. You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now, if you fully obey and keep my covenant, then out of all of the nations, you will be my treasured possession. Now, although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words that you are to speak to the Israelites.
Huh. That is a pretty sweet promise.
I wonder what it's like to ride on the wings of eagles. I bet you it sounds like it would be tons of fun, I bet.
Yeah, God gave us a great picture of his power there and what it would be like to escape Egypt, riding on the wings of eagles.
That wasn't it, though. See, God was going to come down and meet with Moses face to face, so the Israelites had to get clean. And then, thunder and lightning.
What's going on?
That's right, there was thunder and lightning, and the ground shook, and everyone was starting to fear God.
Whew, I hope that was everything.
Wow. That sounds like a grade 5 band, Suzanne.
That's not something I want to listen to for very long.
That wasn't even all of it. There's more. To top it all off, when God came down, it was with fire and tons of smoke.
Oh, I can see why the Israelites feared God. That was some pretty terrifying stuff. But this is God's power, the all-loving God.
Right, so after all of that, the Israelites were so scared that they refused to talk to God themselves, and they said that only Moses could go and talk to him because of how much they feared him.
Huh. I can understand why. They didn't understand that God keeps his promises, good or bad.
So Moses went to God and asked him what to tell the Israelites, and this is what God said. Do not be afraid. God has come to test you so that the fear of God will be with you to keep you from sinning.
So even after all that, the people remained at a distance. while Moses approached the thick darkness where God was.
So as we talk about promises this week, we're reminded that God kept his promises throughout the stories in the past. And so we're going to take a look at just a few of those right now.
Yeah, so first today we have Noah, where God flooded the earth, and his promise to us was the rainbow, that he will never flood the earth again. It's always amazing to see those rainbows up in the sky to remind us.
That's right. And then we have another promise when God talked to Abraham that he would have as many descendants as stars in the sky, which is absolutely wild to think about.
And then God promised the Israelites that he would save them from Egypt, and Moses was the one to do it. God believed that Moses was the right person to do what he asked, even though Moses didn't always believe in himself.
And then as we fast forward to the New Testament, we're reminded about something really important that Jesus said. That he came with a promise that he would be with us till the end of the age, till the end of the world. It was true then, and it's absolutely true now. He is always with us.
Jared, didn't you also make a promise in the beginning today? And you know what? You kept it, which is so amazing. Woo! But you know what? Promises can sometimes be really tricky things. People need to follow through on what they said they will do. Have you ever had anyone not keep a promise to you? Like a friend or a family member? Maybe something happened where they didn't share something with you? Ugh.
Thanks for mentioning the promise earlier, because I tried really hard to keep the promise I made. I know exactly what it feels like when people don't keep their promises, and it's hard and it's often not fun. The amazing thing, though, is, Suzanne, is that God always keeps his promises, even in uncertain times. The Israelites are wandering through the desert with no end in sight. They had no idea where they were going to end up, or even when they would land somewhere safe and stable. It can be hard for us to keep our promises, but we can trust that God will always keep his.
Even today, because the world is very uncertain and feels so scary. And I definitely feel scared and confused, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. I wonder if that's how the Israelites were feeling. Because lately, things just feel so upside down. How do we lean on the promises that God gave us? How do I wait in anticipation of the promises that are going to be coming true?
Just a few of the promises that God has for you are that he promises to be with you. He promises to provide for you, give you everything that you need. And you know why he keeps his promises, Suzanne? Because that's who he is, and he made each and every single one of us. So knowing and remembering those promises can help lean on him when things feel unsure.
Oh, so you're saying that there's a great deal of promises that God has made in the past, and that he's either fulfilled or he's going to keep with us today. And we can build our life on those promises. So the promises that we heard, we can now believe, because in the past, God always came through. Because sometimes it feels like God isn't coming through. It feels like he isn't showing up, and that those promises don't exist today.
And we know now that that's absolutely not true. Because we've got roofs over our head, we've got food on our table, we've got a warm bed to sleep in, we've got air in our lungs even. So if you have any of these things, God is fulfilling those promises to you. And building your life on God's promises can fill you with joy and with hope and with thankfulness. And these are powerful feelings in a time when the world feels scary, confusing, and uncertain.
Oh, so these feelings can help us remind us that God always keeps our promises.
When you focus on the promises that God has for you, life becomes brighter and it changes. So why don't you take a moment to hit pause on your video and answer these 2 questions? First, what is one of God's promises?
Have you ever felt like it's hard to see God's promises now? Jared, thanks for keeping your promise. No more punny weird things happen today.
Suzanne, I will always keep my promises, just like how I always promise to defeat you in challenge time.
Well, you're going to have to break that one today, I think, because you know what? I'm feeling good about today's challenge. I'm going to win.
Not a chance.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to promise to destroy you.
Okay, you're on. Let's go. Well, hey everybody, welcome to Challenge Time. Today's challenge, because we're talking about building blocks this month, has to involve building blocks and Jenga. And so today's challenge, Suzanne, are you up for it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so what we have to do is it's Jenga.
Okay.
So you have a Jenga tower and I have a Jenga tower. We have to continuously move pieces. You can't like stop and be like, which piece am I going to take? You know, like when you play it at home,
so it's
you know, with your
Jenga.
kids. It's like speed Jenga.
Speed
yeah.
Jenga, okay?
Yeah, and so, but you have to use your non-dominant hand. So you're are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
That was a hard
do you
question
have to
today.
do the like this left, right?
I
Okay.
almost did, guys. I almost did.
Okay, so your dominant hand goes behind your back. You may only use your non-dominant hand.
Okay.
And we have to speed Jenga through.
Speed Jenga.
The person whose tower falls first does not win the challenge. Are
okay.
you ready?
I'm
do you
ready.
Think you can do it?
Yeah, now that you smell better.
Wow. Still rolling with that. Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 2.5. Oh, I almost got you. Okay, 1, go.
Oh, man. What the?
This is like
Speed, go fast.
the upside down. The upside down is like how many blocks are you? I feel like I'm
I've
going
moved 3, 5. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh,
Okay.
oh dear.
Yes.
Oh, but
lots of
it's only one. So let's keep going. Oh, I'm in trouble. Like, big trouble.
So
really
while
big
we
trouble here, guys.
Here we go. The upside down is really. Did you already? Suzanne, can't believe it. That was so close.
Whoa, this is dangerous. Balancing by thread on the bottom here.
Mike, did you see that?
My arm's
I
getting
like
tired.
pulled so hard it like tipped
My
and then
arm's
rocked back.
even straining. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm moving one block at a time, but my whole tower is still staying.
My tower's like moving. I can twist it with this block.
Okay. Oh, yes. Safely. Oh, this is getting intense. Way too intense. Hey! That is definitely cheating.
No!
Yes!
Suzanne!
And you cheated!
What do you mean I cheated?
Well, you put one on top of mine.
Okay, I did pull that. I tugged on that one block just a little too hard, and the whole tower fell over. So, you are the winner of Challenge Time. Congratulations. And thanks for hanging out with us today. And we'll see you next week for Building Blocks Part 4.
Hey Trinity Kids, how have you guys been making out with this month's box so far? I know in our family we had so much fun with our hot chocolate and our snacks. So now we're going to dive into some activities for you guys this week, which I'm so pumped for. Woohoo! So this month we're talking about building our lives on God's promises, or this week. Sorry guys, gosh. So we are going to do a promise shield for our K-3s. You guys are going to take these promises that God has given us and glue them and color and decorate your shield, and I'm sure they will look fantastic and amazing to remind us about God's promises. Hey, preteens, did you guys keep your Skittles or did you devour them already? Because I know I would have a hard time saving them for this week's activity. We want you to build a mosaic of the Bible story this week in this square. And you know it would be super awesome if you showed it to us. So make sure you get a grown-up to help you send us a snap and send and email it or DM us on our social channels at Trinity Kids Kelowna. Don't forget, guys, that of course, your challenge cards, fill them out every week. And the discussion questions are so important for you guys to get the whole picture of what's happening in our box each month. So grab a grown-up and talk about it and learn something cool and new about the story each week. And the last thing I have to tell you that I'm so pumped about is our Lego building competition. In your parents' email last week, they would have gotten an email that says, build a Lego sculpture creation of your favorite Bible story. And again, send us a picture of it. And you know what's on the line? You could win a pizza party for your entire family. We're so pumped to see them, and we hope you guys have a great week.